just I'm trying to clarify myself over here.
3 to 5
Like,
minutes only.
just whatever I have gone through, what is the knowledge that I have got from this session, that also can be narrated as a video.
That's what we are expecting. I think sister is online. So if we have, I think she has lost quite a bit of time. I must leave now. All right. So I will post everything, post the message tomorrow evening. Like, okay.
Where's the power?
Welcome, sister. Sister, are you ready? Sister, are you ready? Okay. Anybody else who wants to ask any further clarifications? Sister.
This button and just enter. It will again this button. Off the screen black the button over there enter.
Thank you, God bless you. It is stuck. Hello?
Yes, sister. Are you ready? Or I will go ahead with my presentation.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sister.
The sharing also is PPT?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. Yes, yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Thank you. So I should go ahead.
Only thing your video is stuck, no problem, but go ahead. So otherwise, I have a presentation that I prepared for next week. I can go ahead with that. Sister, don't worry about the video. You can use the PPT and you can speak.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So good evening, everyone. Sorry for my delay. Just to consolidate all the points that we have seen it this week. The first, we have 2 days, we have seen the 13 steps of counseling. Then we went ahead with working with the children, adolescents, adult and elderly. Then counseling set up as a school and college family setting that we will deal it today. So just an introduction to school counseling. Understand the role and importance of school counseling. So what is school counseling? A professional service aimed at helping students in academic, social, and emotional development. It provides support to students in elementary, middle, and the high school students and the higher secondary students. Encourages self-awareness, personal growth, and resilience. What are some of the objectives of school counseling? We are trying to promote academic achievement as well as personal growth or the development. We focus mainly on emotional and social support to the students. We assist students in setting goals and making informed decisions. We foster positive relations between students, teachers, the higher authorities, as well as the parents. What is the role of a school counselor? We aim for the academic support, helps with the study skills, learning strategies, and mainly of a time management. When we look at the career guidance, we see introduces career exploration and future planning. If you go ahead with the emotional part of it and the social development, supports emotional regulation and peer relationship and conflict resolutions. Again, focusing on the crisis intervention, we are providing immediate support during the emergency time, especially loss, fear, all these cases. What are some of the key challenges faced by students? Peer pressure and bullying, academic stress and performance anxiety, family-related challenges, mental health concerns such as anxiety and depression, identity and self-esteem issues. What is the importance of doing school counseling? Enhances students' academic and social skills, provides emotional support and coping strategies, reduces behavioral issues and improves self-discipline, builds a safe and inclusive school environment. That is very important, the school environment. What are some of the principles of school counseling? Especially principles of guidance as such, more than the counseling. Parents and teachers have guidance responsibilities. Take time to solve problems and make decisions. Help the students. Then let the counselor develop his or her own insights. We create an atmosphere and give energy for the client or the students to find their own for their problem. I think there is some net connection issues maybe. The principles like problem arises situations. Guidance is a lifelong process. Guidance should be extended to all, not only simply to the maladjusted. So we may think as a counselors that only those who have problem, we will try to understand them and help them out. No, on the whole class has to be given a certain type of guidance. So that is not only the maladjusted, but in general. Guidance workers should observe a code of ethics that we already have spoken enough regarding the ethical issues. Then guidance emphasizes the child's dignity, worth, and individuality, mainly promoting the democratic way of life. It is also concerned with the choices and decisions to be made by the students. It's primarily concerned with the prevention rather than curative aspect of it. It's concerned with the whole aspect of the student, not the individuality. It's a comprehensive aspect of student as such. It's a continuous process throughout the school life of a student. How school counseling programs can make their contributions more effectively. So school counseling and guidance programs are designed to serve the developmental and adjustment needs of all. School counseling programs should concern with the total development of the student and also recognizes that individual development continues, ongoing process, and school counseling program must themselves be developmental. So it is maybe the child is from first standard to fifth standard, from fifth standard to eighth. So the development, as the developmental stages taking place, mentally also they need to be supported, and especially regarding the emotional problems. So when we look at the school counseling program, should be unique based on regular. It is a systematic assessment of the student, and it's a significant to the success of the students. So we are accountable for the students. Again, it recognizes the need to provide objective evidence of accomplishment and the value of those accomplishments. Need to understand what are the values and what are the values of those accomplishments. Again, when we talk about school counselors shares the concerns and programs for youth with psychologists, social workers, teachers, administrators, the educational professionals. So here the role of a counselor is, if there is another psychologist, we can also talk with them and discuss the problems of the students. Some schools also will, colleges also will have social work department. We can also, a person who is in charge of it, we can also help them, because some of the students may face problems in the social aspect of their life. And again, of course, we have to bridge and build between the teachers and the school authorities. School counseling program must recognize the right and capability of the individual to make decisions and plans. It's a program respect the worth and dignity of every individual. It's the school classroom. If there are 40 students, 50 students, every individual is important and must recognize the uniqueness of the individual and the individual's right to that uniqueness. The school counselor should be a role model of positive human relations of unbiased, equal treatment, non-judgmental attitude, and not be biased by it. What is the role and function of a counselor is? School counselor conducts various activities of the elementary school, high secondary, all if there are high secondary students, individual counseling, organizing and conducting counseling groups, classroom and other group guidance activities, standardized test administration and interpretation, and non-standardized assessment like case studies, observations, information gathering, interviews, and tests. Other types of tests we are not supposed to conduct. Then also attempt to organize World Health Day celebration, that is 10th of October. Some colleges and schools even have a 1-week program on Mental Health Day. Then need assessment in order to determine the priority needs of the target population. Then consultation activities, providing career guidance and information, providing educational guidance and information, including scholarship, college placement, student schedule, because those are the things they may not be aware of it. Then prevention planning and implementation activities, and all on the whole, developmental activities and administrative activities has to be informed. The school counseling will increase students' ability to concentrate. Main focus is then study and ultimately learn. And it also decreases classroom disturbances, especially like hyperactivity children. So we can direct them. Counseling services support teachers in the classroom, which enable teachers to provide quality instruction designed to assist students in achieving higher standard. High standard. We want our students to bring their full potential. So that is the intention of it. And we also need to identify what are the early warning signs in order to help them to come out of the problem. And we also work with principals, teachers, and other staffs to develop, implement school safety and to prevent violence in our school, within the school and the school environment. Then counselor's attitude, values, and experiences both on and off job also influence how he or she views the job. So here, the attitude and value of the counselor is very important, not only during the time of counseling, but even other times. So normally, some of the self-assessment that is done by the counselors, significance of school counseling, they need to understand. And what are the factors which influence school counseling? Then some of the principles of school counseling, role and functions of school counselors, differentiate between guidance and counseling. So some of these points I have already explained it, the previous PPTs. Now, what is the future trends in school counseling? Integration of technology in counseling, that is like online support. Some AI tools are used nowadays. Then emphasis on mental health awareness and emotional intelligence. Increased parental and community involvement. Focus on holistic student well-being. It's again comprehensive approach. Just to summarize whatever I spoke now, school counseling plays a crucial role in student growth. Counselors support academic, emotional, and social development. Addressing student challenges early leads to better education outcomes. Future trends will enhance the effectiveness of a school counselor. So let's go ahead with the case study. Here, John, the background is John, a middle school student faced with the severe bullying that affected confidence and academic performance. So the intervention of the counselor is he has conducted counseling section, engaged teachers, and promoted anti-bullying programs. The outcome we found from the student is student has gained confidence, formed supportive friendship, and improved academically. Maybe you could just reflect, because we are not going into a break room session due to lack of time. Just think, what were John's key challenges? It's already given there. How did the counselor's approach help him? What additional steps could have been taken? So this is the way we need to do the counseling. When there is a case comes, we need to identify what are the challenges and how do we approach the case and what additional steps we need to take it. Maybe when you get the PPT, you can do it by yourself. So I'll go ahead with the college counseling. Since we had an elaborative explanation in the previous classes, so I'm not going in detail about it, only just the nuances of school counseling, college counseling, and family setting. Let's look at now the college counseling. Understand the role and importance of college counseling. What is exactly college counseling? A support system for students, again in academic, career, and personal growth. Helps students navigate challenges and make informed decisions, provides guidance on mental health, relationship, and future goals. What are some of the objectives of counseling? Assist students in their academic planning and career choices, support students' emotional and mental well-being, provide a safe space for students to discuss personal concerns, foster self-awareness and resilience. What is the role of a college counselor? It is as similar to school, but still the career approach is a little bit of different. He is an academic advisor. Even for the course selection, he can guide the students. Certain type of updated study habits can be taught them. Then regarding the career exploration, of course, they would have already chosen the subject, but still, if they like to have certain changes, then how to have this resume building or resume writing, then interview skills. When we look at the mental health supporter, it's a stress management, coping strategies has to be taught them, prevent substance abuse. I think this is nowadays a very common factor. Most of the colleges and schools also we see this substance abuse, especially different types of drugs. So as a mediator, conflict resolution between students or among the faculty. What are some of the key challenges being by the student? Students face academic pressure and performance anxiety, career uncertainty and job market challenges, mental health issues such as stress, depression and anxiety, easily available drugs and peer pressure, social and relationship conflicts, of course, financial difficulties. So these are the challenges by the students. So we as the role of a counselor as such, we look forward is how to solve these issues of the client or the college student. Importance of college counseling, increases student retention and success rate. This quite often we have done a research on this, how effective the college counseling among the college students, how they have come out of their different types of problem. It's very much prevalent here. Help students develop problem solving and coping skills. As I would add a few more like creative thinking, critical thinking, and how to balance their emotions. All this will be helpful for them through counseling. Then strictly avoid usage of drugs, encourages personal growth and self-confidence, prepare students for postgraduate life or even higher, including PhD. Because if they have the aspirations, we can guide them and show them, be an arrow mark for the student to pursue their aim or their goal. Here we have a case study. The background is Maria, a first-year student, struggles with homesickness and low self-confidence. The counselor's intervention is encourage joining student clubs, time management strategies. The outcome is Maria built a strong support network and gained academic confidence. Here we discuss what were Maria's key challenges, how did the counselor's approach help her adjust? So obviously all that is being given, and what additional support could have been offered. Maybe personally you could do a study about her, Maria, and come to a conclusion what more you can do it or what additional support could be offered for her. Future trends in college counseling: increased use of online and virtual counseling, focus on holistic student wellness, that is mental, emotional, and academic, integration of artificial intelligence in career guidance, expanding access to underrepresented students population. So in the future, maybe we can add technology as an important one, because in everywhere now technology is booming. Why not in counseling? So some takeaways are: college counseling is essential for students' success and their mental health and their mental well-being. Counselors play multiple roles, from academic advisors to mental health supporters. Addressing students' challenges early leads to better outcomes. Future trends will shape how college counseling services evolve. So keeping this few nuances of college counseling, let's go ahead with a family counseling or a family setting. So when we talk about this family setting, understanding family dynamics and role of counseling is our aim as a family, when we play the role of a family counseling. What exactly is family counseling? A specialized branch of counseling that helps families resolve conflict and improve relationships. Addresses issues such as communication breakdowns, parenting challenges, and emotional struggles. Involves individuals, couples, and family units in supporting the environment. What are some of the objectives of family counseling? Strengthen family relationship and improve communication. Because if you look at in our own families, most of the problems are because of the lack of relationship and lack of communication skills. If we are able to have a proper communication between the husband and wife, between the parent and children, all these problems can be avoided. So as I say, even for counseling, better relationship, even in our rapport stage itself, build a better relationship. Then resolve conflicts in a healthy and constructive manner. Provide emotional support and coping strategies for family members. Promote understanding and empathy within the family. Again, some of the skills we have learned it: empathy, primary empathy, advanced empathy, genuineness, concreteness, immediacy. All these skills can be applied even in the counseling as well as in our day-to-day life. What is the role of a family counselor? He or she is again a mediator, facilitate conversation and resolve disputes. And he's an educator, providing tools and techniques to improve communication. We give a support system like offering emotional guidance and support in their difficult times. In case of crisis intervention, assist with the family crisis. Such as divorce or loss. In case of crisis, mostly in case of divorce or loss of a parent. So in those cases, the role of a counselor is different. What are some of the challenges faced by families? That is a marital conflicts and divorce, parent-child relationship issue. Yesterday, somebody even have asked this question regarding the parent-child relationship and the problem that is going on. So individual counseling and family counseling was suggested. Again, financial stress and its impact on family dynamics, mental health concerns within the family, cultural and generational differences. What is the importance of family counseling? Helps to restore harmony and understanding in families, encourage emotional expression and active listening. Again, we spoke about importance of active listening. It's not only just with your ear, see it, feel it, taste it. So all the senses has to be included when we listen to others. Then strengthen bonds and improve family resilience, supports families through transition and crisis. Here again, we have a case study. The scenario is Patel's family struggle with communication. Background: Patel's family struggled with frequent conflicts due to lack of communication between parents and their teenage son. The intervention by the counselor is, he has introduced structured family meetings, active listening techniques, and conflict resolution exercises. The outcome is, family improved their communication skills, leading to a better and a reduced conflict. The questions here for us to discuss is, what were Patel's family's main challenges? Obviously, the intervention is there. How did the counselor strategies help resolve the issues? The outcome, we can see it. What additional approach could have been implemented? Maybe some of the therapies we can have it. So this is a scenario. Maybe personally you could take it and write this scenario as we are going to develop a counseling, how to do the counseling, that is developing a counseling plan. So future trends in family counseling: increased use of online counseling and teletherapy, integration of mindfulness and emotional intelligence. When we learn about emotional intelligence, it has got 4 parts. First one is self-awareness and self-management. Social awareness, social management. Social awareness is also called as a relationship management and relationship awareness of it. So here the emotional intelligence training we need to give. The greater emphasis on family-based trauma therapy, holistic approaches incorporating wellness, and building on a self-confidence as such. What are some of the key takeaways from family setting or a family counseling is? Family counseling is vital for improving relationship and resolving conflicts. Counselors provide mediation, education, and emotional support. Address family issues early leads to healthier relationship. From the starting itself, when the parents are having a little bit of conflict, maybe they could talk to each other and come to an understanding so that it doesn't get further complications. Future trends will continue to enhance family counseling practices. So after having learned a little bit about school counseling, college counseling, and family counseling, how can we develop a counseling plan? Because it has got a lot of benefits. You can reduce the anxiety, build self-confidence, build a relationship, and emotions can be balanced. You can be more of assertive personality, stress-free person, ability to set boundaries, and including the trauma resolutions can be practiced when we develop a counseling plan. So first and foremost, how to develop a plan in a template as such I have given. First, write the client's name, date, counselor's name, and the session, whether it is the first session or second session or followed ones. First, you need to understand what is the presenting issue the client is having. Description of the client's main concerns. As we learned it, mostly you can identify the negative emotions. How long is this negative emotion the client is going through? What is the impact in daily life? It can be either emotional, cognitive, behavioral, and social. Especially like students' concerns, cognitive is very essential because their thinking, their studies will affect. Obviously, the behavior also. Then previous attempt to resolutions. Second part, we need to know the background information. What is the personal history? Like already, did anybody had any history of mental illnesses, especially like a parents or close relatives? How is the work relationship? What is their education? Again, what type of work they are doing? All this has an effect on it. Then some history about medically, any other serious illnesses they were having it. Any other psychological history is there. If it is relevant, it is better to know about it. Then some of the support system they have. Do they have enough friends? Is the family supportive? Are there any community resources are there? And some of the cultural considerations. Then we need to set a goal for them. During counseling goals, as we learned it about SMART goals, something very, very specific. What is the client trying to achieve? Or what is the goal of a client? What are the aim? Is it measurable? How will progress be measured? Is it achievable? Is the goal realistic given the client's situation? Is it relevant? How does this align with the client's overall well-being? Is it time-bound? What is the timeline for progress? Just an example, reduce anxiety attacks from 5 times per week to 2 times per week within 2 months by practicing mindfulness technique and restructuring negative thoughts. So on the whole, how we are making a goal with a SMART method is, this is an example. Next is, what is the approach and techniques we follow as a counselor? Most of the times, like therapeutic model if needed, like CBT, person-centered, solution-focused, narrative therapy, psychoanalysis. There are many therapeutic models out there. Some of the techniques we apply is active listening, cognitive restructuring, then role playing, then relaxation techniques. What is the action plan and intervention is short-term strategies like coping mechanism, immediate action plan, long-term strategies, behavioral changes, lifestyle modifications, homework and assignment like self-reflection, especially be in touch with the self-talk, then journaling. Recommended sources are some of the books you can tell them, supportive groups, and some of the workshop can. What are clients' strengths and challenges we need to know as well counseling takes place? Strength can be, client can be a resilient personality, motivation, strong social support. Maybe some of the challenges the client may face is resistant to change, low self-esteem, and external stressors. Then we can come to evaluation and follow-up plan. Frequency of sections, either it can be weekly, bi-weekly, or as and how it is needed. Some of the criteria for measuring the progress, modification to the plan based on progress, and certain referral needs, if any, maybe to a psychiatrist or any specialist or a supportive group. So after having come to an understanding of this, I have drawn out a action plan. That is a developed a counseling plan. I'll just present it to you here. You will have a better understanding. Here the client name is Tiruchirappalli, age 19 years. Name of the counselor is Ravi. The first session. The presenting issue Tiruchirappalli gave is low academic performances, failing in grade, missed deadlines, lack of socially, they are not able to participate, poor time management and procrastinating. Every time when she wants to learn, she will say, tomorrow I will learn. When she want to do some work, she will say, tomorrow I'll do. Or assignment, she will think, okay, tomorrow I'll do. So those type of procrastination. Difficulty in understanding course materials or staying motivated. Emotional struggles like going through or victim of stress, anxiety, self-doubt, and low self-confidence. External factors like family problems, financial stress, and health concerns. The background information of Usharani is academic history and past performance trends, study habits and learning style, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, family support and personal responsibilities, social relationship and college engagement, previous attempt to improve, maybe like self-study or time management efforts or tutorial. The counseling goals according to SMART method is improve time management. That is in the first, if it is for 3 months for short term, and then go for a long-term goals. Short term, it is within 3 months time. Improve time management following a structured daily study schedule. Reduce procrastination by using productivity technique, maybe like a Pomodoro technique. That is, you study for 25 minutes and take 5 minutes rest. So that is the Pomodoro technique. Then identify and address emotional barriers affecting academic. When we look at the long-term term, now you understand the goal we have taken is depends upon the problem of the client. Now the long-term is improve at least 1 grade level through consistent study habit, develop resilience and confidence in handling academic challenges, strengthen problem solving and self-discipline skills. What is the counseling approach and technique is therapeutic model. Obviously, as we already said, it's CBT to challenge the negative thought and boost their confidence. Motivational interviewing, that is to help set clear goals and develop intrinsic motivation. Then, of course, solution focused therapy. Depends upon the problem of the client. We try to find the solution to create actionable strategies for academic improvement. Some of the techniques we can use for Usharani is time management training, teach prioritization. What is urgent first? What is important first? Then study skills coaching like not taking technique, Cornell method, and mind mapping. This Cornell method is you have a column for each. Maybe what are the key factors? Even planning for the day, put it in a column as such. Different columns that will give the brain a trigger in order to do it in a faster level. Then some of the copy strategies are stretch management exercises, deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation. It is called as a PMR. Then self-motivation techniques like create a vision board. Then reward system and self-affirmations. Nowadays, this self-affirmation has become very much booming. Everywhere, any courses you go, people will be directing you to have self-affirmation. And many people who are in connection with me, they also say it has helped them. Let's look at the action plan and intervention in short-term strategies. Identify academic struggles and create a weekly study plan. Teach effective note-taking and memorization strategies. Introduce mindfulness techniques for focus and stress management. Encourage peer support and group study sessions. When we look at the long-term strategies, build academic self-confidence. Improve sleep and lifestyle habits for better concentration. Strengthen problem-solving skills to overcome academic setbacks. Encourage seeking tutorial and mentoring support. Homework we assign to them is like maintain academic journals. Okay, I'll continue without it.
stop sharing. We can send you PPT.
Okay, got it, sir.
They can
Then
learn from
maintain the evaluation and follow-up plan is section frequencies. We can have it. Okay. Then we come to a conclusion of
Sister, could you stop sharing?
okay.
Yeah, you can stop sharing, sister. Yeah, because I think your
Only
bandwidth is
just-
very, very low. Yes. Probably
Only-
we can, yeah, they can, participants can learn from the PPTs because you're reaching the conclusions. Like maybe
Yeah.
we can take up some questions. Mr. Mohan, kindly unmute the mics, please. Yes, Dr. B. Bharati.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Sir, sister mentioned about AI techniques in counseling. In what way that AI techniques can support counseling psychology? Or in what way it can interact counseling psychology?
Sister,
Yes, yes. Okay,
Could
anyway, I
you-
cannot come in the video. Okay.
yeah, no problem. Yes, yeah.
Okay, now so many of the apps are coming up, especially like for the meditation and relaxing mind, calm apps, space apps. All this can help them for the meditation sake as such. Relaxation techniques. Yesterday I had given you the different types of apps that are available at present for the meditation. That is the main thing. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sister. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sister.
Okay, so we are now at present we are mainly focusing on the different apps that is helping out. But in the future, we can also help like AI people who are coming in front of you even for counseling. That development is taking place, but not now. But how reliable it is still a question mark. Okay.
Yeah, I think it is okay. So, any other questions? Related to sisters in the presentations? Yes. Yes, ma'am. Unmute your mic and go ahead. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sister.
Good evening. Yes,
evening.
yeah.
So I have a question like, is it okay to explain about the Indian Penal Code, the sections and the laws and regulations and the rules which are against this ragging or bullying in the schools and colleges to the counselor or sorry, to the client who has been indulged in such cases? It is not in a very harsh way, but to give awareness, maybe because of lack of awareness, that client who had involved or indulged in bullying the other students, victimizing others, is it okay for the counselor to put forth all those things so as to impose a sort of a slight fear, and so that the client does not involve in such things in the future?
Okay, it's a good question. Quite often we have noticed is that children are not aware of what will happen, the end result of this bullying. That is one thing. Again, they are not aware how harmful they are to the other students, especially in the emotional pain. It is better that certain awareness has to be given to the children. because again, understand the student from their background, how much they are able to take it up. Give only how much they are able to take it up. So that way, awareness is the best way to help them out. Because nowadays, not only the physical bullying, even cyberbullying is taking place so much so. Earlier, we could see in other countries, but now India is coming out much worse than the other countries, I think. So cyberbullying is the biggest problem they are facing within the school as well as the college campus.
Thank
So
you,
I would
sister. I
say,
have another question. Sorry.
I would say that it is good that the counselor gives certain type of awareness, depends upon their mental setup.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sister. And
Good.
another question. In
Yeah.
case of highly educated,
Okay.
socially in a very high status,
Okay.
couple with age 40 plus or 45 plus, beyond that, if they have, because they're already in very highly educated, and they have social reputation, maybe VVIP status or VIP status.
Yeah.
Still, if there is relationship conflicts, but
Yeah.
not like a quarrel in an uneducated, but like a sort of Cold War thing,
Yeah.
will the counselor be able to make any changes in the mindset of such people, sister?
Yes, we can. It's not alone the social status or the economical factor alone. It is a mental problem, right? So here the role of a counselor is understanding the mind. It's not alone the financial or economical status or social status of the person. So in that case, surely we can do it, because quite often many of the counselors, they have succeeded helping them out, especially this type of Cold War. In the beginning, they'll be very resistant and reluctant client.
That's it.
Later, they will understand and they have come out of beautifully well.
Okay.
That is our experience.
Okay. So there is still there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. I meant
Okay, yes,
the social. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Go ahead, ma'am. Yeah.
I wanted to stress upon the social status and other things, because there will be a mental status of those people that everything is right on us, and who can give counseling to us? We are already right. So that kind of a mentality will be there. So that's why I put forth this question. Thank you so much for your
Of course,
answer.
it will be hard for the client counselor in the
Counselor.
beginning stages. They will be very much reluctant because they don't want to reveal themselves who
Yes.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way
That's
it
fair.
will be hard, but once they realize, and they will come out beautifully well.
Oh, yeah, that part will also be there, but the kickstarting will be a problem.
It's a problem.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sister. And tomorrow we have the offline classes in the canteen AV hall. That's near the college gate number 3. So all those people who are attending the offline classes, most welcome. Now I invite Nafila Fatima to propose the word of thanks. Nafila, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah. Come on the video. Okay, fine, yeah.
I'm audible, sir.
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
So, good evening, everyone. So, this is Fatima Nafila from First MSc Counseling Psychology. And so, it's my privilege to extend a heartfelt thanks to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Sister Shobana, for conducting these insightful and enriching sessions on counseling skills on 3rd week of our program. So, sister, your expertise and engaging delivery has provided us with valuable knowledge and practical techniques that will enhance our ability to support and guide others. The depth of understanding you shared on the topics like the steps of counseling, the 13 steps, the counseling of children and adolescents, as well as school counseling, will leave a lasting important impact on all of us, sister. Your sessions were not only informative, but also engaging, interactive, and thought-provoking. And we truly appreciate the time and effort you have dedicated to this session and considering and responding to the queries raised in the sessions. Your passion and commitment to empower us with this knowledge is commendable, and we are grateful for the opportunity to learn from you, sister. And I extend a special thanks to also to the organizers, Department of Counseling Psychology, St. Joseph's College, and Head of the Department, Dr. John Balaya, and faculties, Dr. V. Sugandhi and Christiba ma'am, and the technical team for arranging these sessions for our certificate course, and to all the participants for their active engagement and enthusiasm. Once again, thank you, sister, for your invaluable contribution, and we look forward to much more inspiring sessions from you in the future. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you.
Nafila Fatima. That's
God
very
bless
nice of you to propose the vote of thanks. Yeah, thank you very much. And we see you for tomorrow's afternoon classes. So have a great evening, dear participants, and we call it good night.
Thank you.